I can't say I'm surprised, but Tattooed Chef plans to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. A little bit of background first. I used to follow Jeremy on financial education, and I bet many of you have as well. That's how most of us got introduced to Tattooed Chef. He began to pump small cap and speculative, risky plays big time, making it sound like you will make huge returns, almost guaranteeing it. Titles like 10x your money with this stock, 5x your money with that stock. Let me tell you something. If you hear someone saying that, run the other way. No one can predict the market. Anyways, I unintelligently bought into his pitch and started buying Tattooed Chef. At that time, small cap and speculative plays were extremely popular. Hindsight, I should have known that means it's usually the wrong time to buy. Over the months, I finally realized Jeremy had this pattern of pumping stocks and they all started to decline, and he was getting desperate. So he kept putting out more and more videos about it. I knew better. I had a strategy and I did not stick to it with this stock. So what I did is I revamped my strategy, created a quality checklist, and recommitted to sticking to my strategy. In fact, I just did a video on my quality checklist. Be sure to check it out. Now, since then, I have been very successful with my portfolio, and if you follow me, I share my portfolio performance with every video, which backs up what I am doing is working. This is my promise to you, to be transparent. It's the right thing to do. We are an investing family on this channel, and we are all in this to become wealthy. In fact, here is my portfolio performance as of now. I am up 10%. At the end of 2022, I was in the red 6%. So that's a 16% gain in about 6 months. And I contribute that to the quality checklist and my strategy that I focus on. Here are my stocks, and there is Tattooed Chef, down 96%. Ouch, I hate seeing that, it bugs me. But if you like this type of transparency, if you want to follow someone who promotes quality, patience, intelligence, instead of risky buys, FOMO, and making moves on emotions, be sure to subscribe and give me a shot. It's not a sexy channel, but it is one that I feel invests in a way that is low risk yet high reward in the long term. I learned my lesson and follow Jeremy no more. I stick to channels that promote intelligent investing, are transparent and honest, and that is my promise to you all. Anyways, what is Chapter 11 bankruptcy? Well, Chapter 11 is a form of bankruptcy that involves the reorganization of a debtor's business affairs, debts, and assets. It is also referred to as reorganization bankruptcy. So during a Chapter 11 proceeding, the court will help a business restructure its debts and obligations. In most cases, the company remains open and operating and can possibly survive long-term past its bankruptcy. The reorganization plan has to be approved by the bankruptcy court and must be manageable enough that the business can reasonably pay off the debt over time. So it is possible we will still see Tattooed Chef products for a while until this all plays out. But what happens to our stocks now that they plan to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy? The existing shares of companies that file for bankruptcy will usually wind up being worthless or worth a tiny fraction of their old value. Equity in the company is often used by the bankruptcy courts to compensate creditors, and us shareholders are usually the last people to be compensated. So shareholders are the bottom of the food chain, and if Tattooed Chef had enough money to provide to its shareholders in the first place, it probably would not have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So we probably won't get anything or much at all when it comes to our turn. This is why it's important to buy companies and not stocks. So if a company can reorganize under bankruptcy laws and continue to operate, in many instances, the creditors and lenders will become the new owners, and the plan for reorganization will effectively cancel the existing shares, making them worthless. So our shares that we have now will most likely be canceled. Sometimes after a reorganization, a company will issue new stock that is considered different from the pre-reorganization stock. So there'll be a new stock, we have the old stock currently. If this occurs, investors will need to know whether the company has given its shareholders the opportunity to exchange the old stock for the new stock, because the old stock will usually be considered worthless when the new stock is issued. This is very important to understand. So the existing shares we all have now probably will be canceled at some point. So don't think buying now will return some huge profits if Tattooed Chef survives and succeeds. It'll be those new shares that will do that for you, not the current ones we have. Only new shares, those issued by the reorganized company under a new trading symbol, have value. Our old shares will lose value, become pretty much worthless. Investors should understand that buying common stock of companies in Chapter 11 bankruptcy is extremely risky and can lead to financial loss. Filing for bankruptcy protection means that the company is in such rough shape that it will probably be delisted from the major exchanges such as the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange and relisted on the pink sheets or the over-the-counter bulletin board, OTCBB. When a company going through bankruptcy proceedings is listed on pink sheets or the OTCBB, the letter Q is added to the end of the company's ticker symbol to differentiate it from other companies. So if you see that letter Q pop up soon, that's because they're going through bankruptcy. Now, some people like to take risk and trade during the bankruptcy process as there could be gains to be made until it's final, but this is extremely risky and in my opinion, not worth it. I think we've all put enough money into this poor company that has lost money, has extremely high debt, and it's been forced to go into bankruptcy. Let's not give them any more. That's just my opinion. I will be looking for an exit over the next couple of days and weeks, but we'll be researching this more extensively before I make any moves. Maybe we get a rare surge and can sell at that point. I see it happen, but don't count on it. Maybe we're just selling and never looking back and instead focusing on a winning strategy. I am sorry to all of us who suffered this loss, but we can and will prevail if we learn from our mistakes and focus on quality. Again, see my video I just released on that. I'll put the link in the description. We can and will become wealthy and create growing passive income if we all help each other. And that is what this channel is all about. We are an investing family. So if I missed anything that may be important here, please share. With that said, I'll keep you updated on my Tattooed Chef shares, which as of now I do plan on selling, but I want to consider all options first. Please don't let this get you down. Again, we will learn from this. We will grow and become stronger on the other end. See you soon on Mark Arnold's Finance.